Alright, you see a pile of mess of coins here and you're probably wondering what the heck I'm doing here. Well, I went to the bank and I decided to cash out and get a few nickels. And I got 4 rolls of nickels, and what you're looking for in nickels here is pretty much nothing. Relatively, are you ever going to find anything silver? Very, not very often. The 1940s era, World War II era silver. You will find some 1940s coins. But it's interesting that I found absolutely 050s coins. In 4 rolls, I find 1 or 2. Well, actually, no, take that back. I found one from 59. I think one of these might be a 59 here. You won't be able to see those there, but one was like a 42, and one of them I've already replaced. I actually had a mistake in my book and put 2 42Ds in there, and I needed a 42. So that was good, and these are all duplicates here. And then these are all the other excess coins here, a few more down here. I don't know how many I have left from my book here. You see, I need, for my 70s, see this book goes only up to 78. It would have been nice to have, on up to the early 80s here, but I don't have an equal page for that, so can't do that. But anyway, 1966 is one I need, the plain one there. It's not rare. And then I need the 1971. That'll finish up that page. And then this one here, see all those empty slots there? Those are all 1950s era, 60 and 62. I have to double check my collection. There's a 61 there. So I have to double check and see if I'm missing those. But yeah, all of these 50s era ones that I've had numerous times over without even thinking about it are missing all those. And I'm missing more 50s. See all these empty slots here? They're all 50s for whatever reason. There's a few 49s. So there's a fairly uncommon 49D. That's really hard to find. And then the 49S, I guess, is fairly much more common than the other one there. To get that back on its, doesn't want to cooperate there. And then here's the early ones, 38s. I'm missing the 38s. I found a 39. Almost all of this was found in change. Almost all of these coins were found in change. There's a few probably that weren't, but yeah, the 95% of this album has been found in change. And then the craziest thing happened as I said, oh, here's my last roll, da-da-da-da. I'm probably going to find, and before I could finish out the word nothing, I found a mid-2000s English penny. This one, if I get my magnifying glass out here, you won't probably be able to see this here, no. This one here is 2000, I'll get the date correct here. 2006 Queen Elizabeth coin here, 1 penny. There is 1 penny right there. It was so bizarre. And then I found the 59 thinking I needed it, but I didn't need 59. I think I needed 58. But how funny was that? That's almost nearly a little smaller than a nickel there. How funny was that to get a foreign coin in there? It's probably worth just about as much as a nickel, so it's just no harm, no foul. But still, funny to have found that old vintage 2006 coin in there, mixed in with all of these rolls. And these are the rolls I just got from the bank. So are these bank rolled ones? And not customer rolled ones, very unusual. And then this is my dime collection that I've been working on. I think I've shown this in a previous video here. You can see Mercury dimes are pretty empty. I sold off a lot of Mercury dimes because I didn't know what I was getting into, and then they were all polished, and it doesn't matter to me now what they are as long as they fill a slot there. And then my Roosevelt dimes are filling in pretty good there. Unfortunately, it only goes up to like 59 or 58 or 59 there. So Roosevelt dimes go up to 64, and that's about where this one here is a kind of a damage to the binder there in the folder. And these are just, I think, extra ones here, Barber dimes that don't fit in here. And then these are some just kind of key date for me, some 70s dimes there. But anyway, I'm sorry for that. Move this out of the way here, and that'll help a little bit. The light is not cooperating right now at about 2 o'clock here, maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock. But anyway, so there's my dimes, and I made a list of all the Roosevelt dimes that I think that I need, but am I going to buy all those? Probably not. Am I going to find all those? Probably not. So we'll see how that goes. Again, if I find some Mercury dimes, I'm not really worried about if I get duplicates or not, just the history of those. But I'm more of a Roosevelt type of person because that's more recent history to me. More history that I might be more interested in. Lots of current events and interesting things happen those particular times. Again, don't get tricked into overpaying for dimes. You go on the dreaded eBay, and they're like $5 or $10 for some dimes in some cases, and then you can find a practically mint one for $3 free shipping. And then you go to the trading cards and they'll have some sort of dime in it. One of them had like a modern dime in it worth only 10 cents, and the card was like $30. So don't get tricked into those either, those historic cards or whatever. And somebody say, well, I just like it for the history. Well, there really isn't history there. They just glued it onto a card. I think there was one that was a buffalo nickel glued onto a piece of paper. That basically is not numismatically correct there. They just don't, if they would just, the card companies should take a page out of the coin companies and use some of these coin holders, because coin holders cost next to nothing. Just make your card into a coin holder, and that will take care of that. And that would be a fun little, interesting little, insert. I know it makes the packs heavier, and everybody's trying to take all the good packs and weigh them, so it's kind of a balance there. But that is the collection update, I guess. And then I'll be going to the coin show this weekend here. I won't be looking for nickels unless I know exactly what I want. But I kind of want to try to source them all from this type of stuff here, because as fun as it is, I don't know what a 1942 nickel would have cost. 50 cents, $1 at the coin show, and they're not really worth that. Most people consider them as clad change, and you just throw back in change. But for all intents and purposes, this book really cost me only $5. It was a really high quality one, and something only like $4 in nickels or something, if that is going in here. So, it's well worth it to put that in here. This one here is basically, dimes, and then you're just paying silver price for these things here. Roosevelts you should not pay unless it's a brilliant uncirculated in some sort of encapsulated holder. You really should not be paying any more than whatever silver is going for by much. But again, at the coin show, there's going to be people selling dimes for $4 and $5, $6, $7, $8 for no apparent reason at all. It's like it's just a Roosevelt. Somebody, eventually found it in change and stuck it in their coin collection, and that's all there is to it. So I guess that's what it is for today. And it's unfortunate, this is one I kind of tripped on and stepped and ripped, so I had to glue that there. And then somebody had a price tag or something and they unceremoniously ripped it off, so I had to put that sticker on there. Again, this is a Whitman binder, and this could have been made any time. See, look at this here. I'm trying to figure out what this would have cost. Guidebook of the United States, handbook. I'm trying to figure out what the coin folders cost. Back in the day here. This could have been from the 50s, or it could have been made 20 years after that. I don't really know how long they still use these sort of things here. But there is that collection, and thank you for watching.